Good morning, happy Monday. Having some coffee. Now that I'm drinking my hot coffee, like I really want my iced coffee back. I should have had a cold brew this morning, but I plan on having one later because I think I'm gonna have to have a Premier Protein later to get my protein in because I'm having a late start to my day. This happened yesterday. I'm prepping breakfast sandwiches. I'm doing a little bit different than I did before. And then I'm also going to prep some, a couple different lunches that I'm gonna have this week. And then I will also bring you along and show you what I'm gonna make for dinner. So hope you guys are having a great day so far and hope your weekend, your holiday weekend went really well. I'll talk more about what mine was. There wasn't much to share, but again, I'm starving. So let's go ahead and get this going and then I will chit chat with you guys here in a little bit. One of my lunch preps for the week is going to be chicken fajitas. I'm doing kind of a different marinade than I've ever done before. This marinade uses pineapple juice, so I had some canned pineapple that I'm actually going to be using for a recipe later in the week for dinner. So I need a 1/4 cup of pineapple juice. I need a 1/3 cup of lime juice. I have my chicken here, and then we also need some taco seasoning, which I have my homemade taco seasoning here. I have some red pepper flakes. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of smoked paprika just to add a little bit of smoky flavor to it, and then some cilantro. So I'm going to put all of this in my marinade bag, put the chicken in the refrigerator, and let it marinate most of the day. I'll be cooking this later on in the day, but I want it to marinate as long as I possibly can. And then I'm going to make some breakfast sandwiches and some jello as well. And then on the side, I'll have some vegetables. I have bell peppers and onions that I'll be having with this, and then on the side I'm going to do black beans, and I'm going to season the black beans with a little bit of taco seasoning and some cilantro and lime juice just to kind of amp up the black beans a little bit. Forgot to mention also 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm using avocado oil, so I have it all in here. So I'm just going to swish it around and then I will put this in the refrigerator. For the breakfast sandwiches, we are going to do the 100-calorie Thomas English muffins. I have some of the Deli Fresh cracked black pepper turkey breast. This stuff is so good. I have some spinach. I'm going to cut it up pretty finely. I'm going to do the aged white cheddar. This is really good on the sandwiches. I have egg whites here, and then we have some sun-dried tomatoes. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour the egg whites in here. I did spray it with some of this cooking spray here, and then I'm just going to pour the egg whites in here, and then I'll just sprinkle on the spinach and the sun-dried tomatoes on top, and then I'm going to bake it at 350 for, I'm going to start with 8 minutes, see how it is, and then go from there. The eggs just came out. Don't they look perfect? I ended up doing 10 minutes at 350 and they came out perfect. I sprayed them really good with cooking spray, but yes, I'm going to put 2 of these on each of my sandwiches. The sandwiches are all ready to go except for the eggs. I'm just going to let them cool just a little bit, and then I'll wrap them in parchment paper and in foil, and then I just throw that entire thing into the air fryer for about 10 minutes at 400, and it gets them really nice and toasty and yummy. The one I'm going to do that I'm going to eat right now is just going to have, I'm just going to throw it into the air fryer without wrapping it. We'll see what happens. I haven't done that, so I don't know. Maybe I should wrap it in some foil. I think I'll wrap it in some foil just to make sure the cheese doesn't go everywhere. Sandwiches are all done. I have one in the air fryer right now to have. I do 10 minutes in my air fryer because my air fryer takes 5 minutes to heat up. So I normally just put it in there for 10, and then that takes care of the heating up and all of that. So that's the reason why I do mine for 10. Your air fryer may vary. Plus when these sandwiches are cold, it does take a little bit longer for them to heat up and get crispy. Here is my breakfast. I have one of the breakfast sandwiches, a 2 Good yogurt, black cherry, and then a banana. Hey guys, it is much later. It's 6 o'clock. My husband ended up getting up about 1, and I was just doing things around the house and editing. I got my book review video edited, which takes me a long time to edit because I start and stop so much. And then I like to put the chapters on the video. So got that all done. That'll be up on Wednesday. And then I am almost done editing my Stitch Fix video, which will be up on Saturday. And then he left for work about 4:30, and I left to go run some errands. I had to go to Dollar General, pick up a few things, and then I ran to Marshall's just to kind of browse around, and then I had to go to the UPS store to return my Stitch Fix returns. Let me show you this super cute laundry basket I got at Marshall's. Isn't that cute? I have a tall one right now in my bathroom that's just a regular, like, you know, just a plastic tall one, but I think I'm going to use that one for when I'm toting laundry around, and when I need to fold it, I'm going to put it in that one, and this one will just stay in the bathroom like all the time. And this goes really well with my bathroom that I have all my stuff that's in my bathroom right now. This metal kind of stuff goes really well with it. So anyway, I think that was super cute. So I picked up that. I got some nail polish, these super bright color nail polish. I think they're adorable. So I think I'm gonna paint my nails tonight after I'm done making dinner and meal prepping and all that. So I am gonna finish meal prepping now. Only thing I did this morning were the sandwiches because I wanted to let the meat marinate for quite a bit, and I just figured when I make dinner tonight, I would just do it all at once. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, let me grab a couple more things I need to show you that I'm gonna make for dinner. So I have my meat marinating. I'm gonna let it bring it up a little bit more up to room temperature. I'm gonna cook this in the air fryer. And then I have all my veggies here for the fajitas. I'm going to cook that in a little bit of avocado oil in a frying pan. And then I do have my hard-boiled eggs here in some ice bath, and that's going to be for my egg salad. So that'll be done, and I can finish all this while my dinner is in the oven. Y'all, I have not been hungry at all today, and I think it's due to my cycle. Sometimes when I'm having a really heavy flow cycle, sorry, TMI, I tend to feel more nauseous and I'm not as hungry, and that's how today and yesterday's been. I did not have like full meals hardly at all the last 2 days, and because I was super heavy the last 2 days, and today it's starting to finally edge off. But I'm finishing up a Premier protein coffee, so I have some of the Blonde Stoke cold brew with one of the cookies and cream Premier protein. So that's what I'm finishing up right now, just to get a little protein in me, but I'm still not very hungry. But I'm gonna go ahead and make dinner, and I'm gonna make it so I have some leftovers, so I have leftovers through the week as well. Okay, so dinner is going to be a one-pot meal. We're going to do a kind of a casserole, but it's not really a casserole, like it's not mixed all together, but it's in a casserole dish. So we're going to do some of these little potato company potatoes. If you are low carb or keto, or if you're like low carb, because these are not bad. I mean, it's 12 grams of carbs for 5 potatoes, so it's really not bad. You can use radishes. Radishes, when you roast them in the oven, they really take on a lot of flavor, especially since we're going to put some seasonings on this. So you can use radishes in place of potatoes, and I've done this many times in the same dish, and it works out really well. But I'll be using these little company potatoes. I'll cut those in half. And then we have some green beans, which is my favorite. I'm going to kind of trim these up a little bit, and I'll have these. And then I have 2 chicken breasts. So I'm going to chop the chicken up into little chunks, and I'm going to do this in layers. So I'm going to get another bowl, and I'll do the chicken last. That way I don't, kind of like mix, the raw chicken with everything. I will take the green beans, and I'm going to toss them in some of my homemade ranch dressing. I do have a video on how I make the ranch dressing. It's in my DIY spices video, so you can check that out. I'll mix that, and then where'd it go? Here it is. And some of this fat-free zesty Italian. The zesty Italian is so good in this dish. It just adds so much flavor, and these together are really good. So I'm going to toss the green beans in some of that, put it in the casserole dish, toss the potatoes in these spices, put them in the casserole dish, and then I will do the chicken last, like I said. So that way I only have to dirty one bowl, and I'll do so I'm going to chop this up into bite-sized pieces, and then we will toss that also into some of the ranch seasoning and the zesty Italian. And then it's going to go into a casserole dish, and it'll go into the oven at 375 for, I don't know, about 25-35 minutes, just depending on how big pieces of chicken you have and the size of your potatoes. That's why I'm going to cut the potatoes down. Some of these potatoes I might need to cut them into 4s. It just depends on how big the potatoes are, because I like to try to get them as even, like the potatoes and the chicken, as even as possible, so they cook more evenly. Okay, I'm going to do all that, and I'll show you what it looks like before it goes in the oven. And then after that gets in the oven, I'm going to finish up the rest of my meal prep, and I will share all that with you too. So it is, what time is it? It is 6:17. It's 95 degrees outside. It is so stinking hot out there. Let me show you how I'm going to weigh all this out. I forgot to show you with the green beans. So I have the green beans here. So I weighed out 8 ounces of the green beans, and I'm gonna put this all as one meal into my Lose It app tracker. So I weighed out 8 ounces of green beans. As I put the potatoes in there, I'm gonna weigh those out as well. So I have the potatoes here that I'm starting to cut up. So I'll do those as well as I put those in there. And then I weighed out 96 grams of the zesty Italian. That'll be 3 tablespoons. I think that'll be plenty. I already poured a little bit in there when I did the green beans, so you'll see there'll be a little bit extra every time I put some in there. And then I'll weigh out the chicken and do the same thing. And then when I put it into the tracker, I can just put all those measurements in there and then just divide it by however many servings this will be. And I'm gonna put it in as 3 servings because I think that's what it'll end up being, because I'm doing it a little bit smaller than I normally do. So that's how you do it if you want to get an accurate amount of calories. And here it is, getting ready to go into the oven. I'm gonna do 375. I'm gonna start off with 30 minutes and just see if the potatoes and chicken look cooked through. Of course, the green beans will be fine. And now I'm gonna tackle this. I cooked up the fajita veggies. So these are all, I just did it just with some salt and pepper, nothing crazy. I just sprayed the pan with a little bit of cooking spray, added a little bit of water, and I just sauteed it in that. Okay, here is my lunch meal prep. So I have the fajitas. I have 1/3 of a cup of the black beans seasoned with some lime juice, taco seasoning, and cilantro. My grilled veggies and the grilled chicken. So doesn't that look really super yummy? So these will be my lunches this week. I also made some egg salad as well. Very simple. Mayo, Dijon mustard, pickle relish, salt and pepper. That's it. I measured out only just 2 tablespoons of the mayo, which is a serving, so the calories will be pretty low on this. I did not make the jello. I'm tired. I need to sit down, so I may make the jello a little bit later today. And here is dinner. It comes out to 273 calories. For a serving, I did 3 servings, and it looks amazing. It ended up taking 45 minutes to cook because I had quite a bit of chicken in there, but yep, this looks good. Hey guys, I am getting ready to go to bed. It is almost 10. I'm just waiting for my husband to call me. He should be at his first stop here any minute. I wanted to make sure he got up there okay because he had to drive to Portland, and the area that he has to drop off at is pretty sketchy, and so I always tell him just to call me no matter what time he gets there. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get in bed, wash my face, get my makeup off, go get in bed, and wait for him to call me. I'll probably just read a little bit. I'm not tired at all, and I didn't even have any coffee or anything late. I had that one coffee at like 4 o'clock, which is not late for me. So I think it's just because I've gotten so much sleep in the last 4 days that I've been off that I'm not very tired. So I think I'm gonna read. I started a new book, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and read and then wait for him to call me and try to get as much sleep as I could. I realized after I did my logged on my food and hit my I'm done logging button on the Lose It app, today was day 30 of the challenge. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Yeah, so today was day 30. I think I'm gonna wait to do a final check-in though until Thursday when I do my weigh-in, and I will let you guys know what my final results are and what my plan is from now on. So anyway, so it'll be 33 days or whatever by the time I check in for my final wrap up for this month. But yes, 30 days, and I have tracked every day for 30 days, and now it just seems so natural, which is fabulous, which is what I was hoping it was going to be. So anywho, I think the next couple days will just probably be food only, because my husband has the next 2 days off, and so I'm gonna want to spend it with him and not have to worry about a lot of editing and all of that. And we'll just see how it goes. He doesn't care that I film, but now that he's working nights, it's just getting I want to be able to see him as much as I can. So anywho, there will be a book review video up though on Wednesday, and I will have this video up on Tuesday, right? Today's Monday. Yes, this will be up on Tuesday, and then I'll be back to chat with you guys on Thursday for sure to give you my wrap up. But I will probably show you my food over the next couple of days and everything, and just put that all in one video. So anyway, I am going to sign off for now, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye guys.